going on? It's your girl, Bridget Kelly, and you are tuned into the Buzz Club.
Let me tell you, you are so beautiful, and I know
Thank you.
people must ask you all the time, what's your nationality?
I'm a mixed girl through and
Okay.
through. My mother's Irish and my father was from the Bahamas.
Oh,
So,
wow.
Yes, a little Caribbean girl.
That's sexy. Yes, and fiery and
Yes.
crazy.
Yes.
Right? Is
I'm
that
also
true?
an Aries, so through and through.
And I was going to ask you because I did a little bit of research on you, and I was like, this girl looks like she kicks ass, you know. And every Aries woman I know, they're like have a kind of a rocker edge type of chick. You know, they're very daredevilish.
We're a little rough around the edges.
A little bit. And
yeah.
I think that they're one of those kind of women that are very sexy, but they can also roll up their sleeves and go at it with the men.
Absolutely.
And I think that the men are always pleasantly surprised with Aries women.
We're always ready to get down and dirty. Yes.
So Bridget, tell me, how does your sign influence the music that you create?
Well, I'm very honest and aggressive with a lot of my records. I think I try to present an alternative perspective, rather than just the the age-old male bashing cliche kind of R&B singer vibe. I really try to, tell a story from a different light. I think I love love, and part of loving love means loving the drama, loving the heartbreak. So the good, the bad, and the ugly is definitely comes out of my records.
So like, what have you learned about love in your life so far?
It's just
no heavy sighs.
It's inconvenient. It's so inconvenient, and I'm an artist, so it's it's great inspiration. But then when all is said and done, and I'm not on stage anymore, it's like, damn, I still gotta go home and I still gotta cry in my bed by myself. So it's a lot. It's a lot to handle.
Love is a lot to handle, but you know what? Listen to your music, it makes it a lot easier because I like to listen to music that's real. I want to know, like, did this girl go through this? I want to feel that. Like Special Delivery. I was like, yes, because you know what? Because I'm going to deliver this message to you. And it came out so powerfully, and it's like, what are your influences musically that brings that soul out of you?
I really was inspired by women with powerful voices growing up, and I'm an 80s baby, so in the 90s it was 90s was driven by women. Mary J. Blige, Mariah Carey, Brandy, Monica, Lauryn Hill.
Wow.
Those were like my influences.
Monica, Miss Thing, I mean that
whole album.
It did something
Before You
to
Walk
us.
Out My Life.
We didn't understand.
Speaking of my soul. Didn't even know. Tony Braxton was speaking of my soul. I didn't even know.
And she keeps on giving it.
Another sad love song. I was in first grade. I didn't know what that was about, and I was. But
it changed your life.
Completely.
And I know, like the Boomerang soundtrack, especially. I was just like, this is something else,
The 90s soundtracks overall, Waiting to Exhale soundtrack, everything was just right. I think I've always been moved by music and by voices, and then later on, obviously, as I grew up, it became about the message and figuring out what I wanted to say and who I wanted to say it to. And I always felt like as a girl, I didn't really have a voice. There was no one that really stuck up for me, that fought for me.
Exactly.
And so I wanted to be a voice for those girls that really didn't have anybody to necessarily say what they felt or what they thought, either because maybe they didn't know what they felt that way, or they just didn't have the balls to say it. I think I'm a voice for those.
And Bridget,
girls.
I also work in the community. I work at Boys and Girls Clubs, and I talk to my teens all the time, especially my young girls, about how important it is to find your voice. And what kind of advice do you give to other young women out there who are looking to find their own voice and looking to build their self-esteem, because it's so hard, especially in today's world, what our teens are dealing with?
I think the biggest fear that everybody has is that it's not going to happen, that they won't find something that's going to give them value. And I think every process is trial and error. You have to be willing to fall in order to really make strides and be successful and be happy and really find confidence.
Absolutely.
I think if you're confident in yourself,
so don't look outside of yourself, but look within yourself.
Look inside, and the world will come to you. I've always found you figure out exactly what it is that you want to put out and what you have to bring to the table.
And you attract that,
And you attract that.
But you don't want to attract the wrong things, right?
Well, you're always going to attract the wrong things.
Yeah,
the wrong things just find their way to you. Trouble's going to find its way to you. Bad luck is going to find its way to you. Sometimes
that's how you deal with it,
bad things happen to good people. It's just the way the world works. But I think as a woman too, what I will say is find a support group of women. Find women that are like-minded and
like
mentors.
There's
strength in numbers. There's strength in numbers. I think if you have a really tight-knit circle of girlfriends, I have a really incredible circle of women that just hold me down. They're grounded. They're incredibly secure. we're all sensitive and emotional, but we still, you know, can be each other's voice of reason.
I think it's sometimes people forget that women, we can have that camaraderie, we can have that sisterhood, that bond, and a lot of times what we see in the media, perpetuated is just stereotypes. You know, it's not all like that. We bond, we raise each other's children, and you know, we connect in such a profound way, right?
Yeah, less about competition, more about compassion.
Ooh, I like that.
Yeah.
Can you tell us a little bit more about any future projects? Because I know you recently dropped a song with Kendrick Lamar.
Yes.
I love that video. You look awesome.
Thank you.
You look sexy.
Thank you so much.
Yes,
I try to turn the sexy up a little bit. I'm usually a tomboy, you know. I really am fighting to let the inner sexy woman come out.
But I see when you do let it out, it's a sleek sexy. It's a very much like it's not a forced sexy.
No, and I try to keep it classy, keep it cute at all times. At all times. But I do think that this new EP, Cut to Bridget Kelly, that's coming out December 10th, is a really exciting take on a couple relationships that happen at the same time. I'm in a relationship, fell in love with a friend, Bad News Bears, and really had to kind of figure out how to make it, you know, what I wanted, who I wanted, and it didn't work out on either end. But
sometimes that happens.
Sometimes it happens, and I think and one of the songs on the EP is actually happens. So it's great that's you know, but that's something everybody can say and think about. Because I think, you know, again, I speak to women that may not even necessarily know that that's how they feel, or maybe they feel like they can't tell anybody. You know, when I'm on
like,
stage.
Girl, did that happen to you too?
Right. I mean, there's always a couple songs I can tell really hit home because I see the faces, the faces of shame just go down. Like,
I love that. I love when we can connect like that.
Yeah. Even if it's not something you can be proud of, that for me to be able to talk about it and be the voice, I'll take the blame. I'll be the one to bear that cross.
You know, the Buzz Club is a show for young people to follow their dreams and to be inspired and to never give up. What has it taken to keep on this journey of your success? You know, what has it taken to stay where you are and not stop? Because this road gets tough. I know it's hard sometimes.
It's very hard. My team, my management, my stylist, everybody that's around me 24/7. If I didn't have them, I would probably be pregnant barefoot in somebody's kitchen right now. To be honest.
My God, Bridget.
You know what I'm saying? I'm 27. All my friends are getting married, having babies.
This is that age where every year you're in a wedding, you're like, wait a minute, another gift. If I get another invitation in the mail.
I don't want to pay for nobody else's life choices. I gotta be honest. But I will say that my team, my Black Book team, they're called Black Book Management. They absolutely hold me together. They're the glue. They keep me grounded. They keep me humble. And they really just they inspire me, man. They inspire me. I don't have all the answers. Sometimes I have no answers. I just have a ton of questions. And they are like, okay, well, we all gonna figure it out together. We'll all be in the trenches together. I could not ask for a tighter squad.
In the new year, any resolutions before we go?
I love Christmas. I'm obsessed. Oh my gosh. The day after Thanksgiving, there's going to be Christmas decorations all over my house. I'm getting a Christmas tree. I get all the lights. Listen.
Is it because of the happiness that comes with Christmas? Like everyone seems a little bit more happier.
It's I think as a kid, I always struggled because it was, you know, we didn't have a ton of money, so I never really got the wish list. You know, I was cutting stuff out of the Toys R Us big book. Like, this is what I want. This is what I want.
That was your Pinterest. Like,
you know what I mean? Right. You know, just ever since then, I've always wanted to up the ante for myself. You know, I love giving back. I love being able to, you know, do things for other people around the holidays. Every Christmas, the last couple of years, on Christmas Eve, actually, I worked with God's Love We Deliver, which is delivering food to people in need, people who need, you know.
And that's just from your heart because you just feel like you want to do it.
Well, I just feel like that's the whole point. Yeah, it's the whole point. It's more
about
giving than receiving.
To give, you know.
You're blessed to be a blessing. So
we are all given things abundantly, and we must share and give to the universe because that's how it comes back centerfold. And Bridget, you are just an awesome spirit. Thank you so much for talking with us because I can already see a long road, you know, a successful career because your heart is in the right place, you know, and everyone's watching you, everyone's talking, and everyone's
I love it. It's good when people are talking. Keep talking. I like that.
And buzzing. And buzzing. Buzz. You know.
What's really great is the Buzz Club is those are my initials, right?
Bridget. So BK.
So Bridget Kelly Buzz Club.
What?
Bridget Kelly is on the Buzz Club.
You heard it here first. You have officially been buzzed.